All right, here we go. We made it to the pay-per-view. AEW Double or Nothing. Like I said, this pay-per-view had to be changed from originally it was going to be in Vegas, but I think it worked out. This was a very, very, very good show. I liked all the matches. We started off with the number one contender match: Private Party versus Best Friends. I haven't seen Private Party in a while. I know they fight on Dark, but Best Friends have been on a roll. This was a good back and forth match. A little miscommunications here and there, but not bad. Like I said, it was a little choppy, but I thought it was a good match. Best Friends hit the soul food into the half and half suplex. Private Party hits a shooting star press from Quinn that dove Trent into the knees of Orange Cassidy. Best spot of this match, which I really wish it would have ended the match. Private Party ends up paying tribute to Shad Gaspard, rest in peace, and JTG hitting the G9 for a near fall. That made me pretty happy because I knew it was coming. I'm like, I really hope they do the G9, but they ended up kicking out. Taylor, they take out Cassidy from the equation. Trent comes in. They deliver strong zero for the pinfall victory. Like I said, Private Party. I really wish they would have won the match with the G9. But that would have been cool. But hey, Best Friends are on a roll, and Best Friends are the new number one contender, which I'm hoping they win. I want a real tag team to be tag team champions. Like, I think it would just be much better. But next is the casino ladder match. It was casino. I almost said casino battle royal. I'm so used to the casino battle royal. We get the casino ladder match up next. We got a mystery person. We'll get to that. All 9 competitors started off. Of course, I love when they do this. They're like, the drawings are random. Every 2 minutes, someone comes in. 2 people started off. But the gimmick of the match is anyone can win at any time. And they started off with Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. They go at it. They go back and forth. And then the arrival of Superbad, Kip Sabian. He distracts SCU. And then, Jimmy Havoc ends up joining the match. They take out Kazarian with a ladder. A German suplex by Kazarian onto the ladder that pretty much ended Jimmy Havoc's whole night. Darby Allen comes in. This man's a psychopath. Immediately, this man kills himself with a big suicide dive. He goes to the top, tallest ladder with a skateboard. He goes to jump off with the skateboard. I think it was Kazarian moves out the way, and he just crashes his ankles down through the ladder with a skateboard. I am pretty sure I thought his legs were broken. Orange Cassidy was out next. My pick to win at number 5. He goes to the announce table, and he's like, how the hell do I win this match? So apparently Orange Cassidy is now an idiot. The Master of Sloth tile sets up the ladder. He tries to climb it, but he ends up just kind of like trying to get it. Colt Cabana enters at number 6 and immediately takes out Cassidy to the floor, sets up a ladder, looking to end the match quickly. Sabian and Kazarian tip the ladder, crashing Colt Cabana's fingers in the ladder. That looked rough. Cassidy goes at it with SCU, tries to hit the big kicks that he does. Joey Janela comes out as number 7. He drops Cabana with a big missile drop kick. He takes out Kazarian with a steel chair. Basically trying to stop him from getting it. Scorpio Sky hit Janela with a chair shot of his own. Luchasaurus comes out at number 8, wipes out Joey, takes out Cabana, takes out Kazarian. He destroys Sabian over the top rope with a big old power bomb. He follows up with a couple choke slams, one onto Kazarian onto a ladder that he just bounced right back. Allen finally comes back. Darby Allen comes back. Delivers a nice sunset flip power bomb to Luchasaurus from the top rope. Struggling to get on the ladder. The kneecaps are killing him. And then we hear... They scared me, man. I hear Taz. I'm like, yo, is Taz gonna come and have to suplex a bitch? But no, Taz comes out with the debuting Brian Cage. Former Lucha Underground star, former, Impact champion not too long ago. So, I love how they repeat. Why are people always racing at this time. So I love how he comes in. He has a ladder with him. What does he do? He rips the ladder in half. He's a fucking machine. And the whole time I'm just like, yes. I'm sorry, Orange Cassidy, but this is my new pick now. He destroyed Joey Janela with a superplex, a deadlift superplex. Joey starts screaming out, "You motherfucker! Motherfucker!" I was dying. He kills Kazarian with another superplex. Hits Orange Cassidy, takes him down. Orange Cassidy then ends up jumping on Cage. They all jump Cage. They bury him with the big ass fucking chips and ladders and chairs. They bury they bury him. They're working together. Back inside, Cassidy and Sabian fight it out on top of the ladder. Freshly Squeezed ends up dumping Sabian off the ladder onto another one. Penelope Ford now gets involved. Jimmy Havoc is back involved. They're trying to get Cassidy off the ladder. Best Friends now get involved. They're all going at it. Marco Stunt gets involved in the mini ladder. He joined Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus helps him hit a choke slam. Cassidy takes out everybody at ringside. Janela tries to take out Cassidy with the ladder. Does a Death Valley driver off the apron onto the poker chip that was on top of Cage. I was like, this match is bananas. Like the match, I'm not gonna lie, it felt a little not sloppy, but kind of just like they were just like throwing shit on the wall scene with sticks. But I liked the match. I thought it was really good. Cage destroys. Well, first of all, Luchasaurus is about to get, to the thing. What does Cage do? He does the, rise from the fucking rubble. Cage gets in there. He beat the shit out of Luchasaurus, hitting some nice kicks. Takes him, buckle bombs his ass, JBL style with the cigar. Buckle bombs his ass to the ladder. Darby Allen interrupts. Cage drops him with a drill claw. Taz comes out and he's like, end this shit. End it. He takes Darby Allen. He puts him on top of a ladder. He picks up the ladder on top with Darby Allen and he just chucks him. I mean, Cage did not give a damn about this man's life, ankles, face, or anything. He chucked him. Darby looked like he died. Cage retrieves the poker chip. He comes in hot. Like I said, push this guy to the moon. He should be the one to murder Moxley. You know what I'm saying? Get it over with. Push this man. I want to see someone not former WWE actually do something. Finally. But yeah, this was a great match. This was insanity. I like the whole Jimmy Havoc and Best Friends thing. This is great. This is good stuff. We get Jungle Boy versus MJF. I'm not going to lie. On paper, I was not really looking forward to this match. Like I said, I know both men can go. Especially Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy is very underrated. But this was a fantastic pro wrestling match. This was a wrestling match. Like, this was just two young, fucking hungry guys going at it and just putting on a great performance. Basically, MJF is, faking a knee injury in the middle of the match. He does this all the time. Like I said, he basically, was working the arm for the Salt of the Earth armbar. Jungle Boy kept fighting back as much as he can. They both have a chop contest, a big dick contest, as I call it, where they chop the living shit out of each other. They go at it even more. They go at it more chops over here and there. MJF, like I said, he keeps working on the arm. Jungle Boy applies a crossface, but his arm gave out. That forced him to release the hold. A disgusting reverse Rana on the ring apron. MJF's head hit. His head just hit perfectly. He flare flops right after. That was crazy stuff right there. Sunset flip powerbomb from the top rope. Jungle Boy for a near fall. A series of near falls. MJF is just elbowing the shoulder as much as he can, trying to take him out. Tries to get the submission. Series of rolls up, but MJF catches him with the European clutch, the old Zack Sabre Jr. for the win. And this was good stuff. This was just a great wrestling match. Both men looked good. MJF proving he can damn wrestle. Like, this was just a wrestling match. This was so damn good. TNT Championship match. By the way, the structures of these matches made no sense. Cody Rhodes versus Lance Archer with Mike Tyson watching. So they showed the TNT title. Let's not beat around the bush. It's an ugly title. But the title is not done yet. the title's not done yet, apparently. So I will hold judgment. So the match gets started, and the whole time I'm like, Lance Archer's got to win. I know everyone's like, Cody Rhodes losing all his big matches. Cody Rhodes has not taken a real L yet. He got beat by Jericho, MJF throwing in the towel, and then he got beat by MJF using a ring, after he was getting the shit beat out of him. Like, Cody Rhodes has not taken a real L in a long, long, long time. I thought this was a chance, but I knew they were going to put the title on Cody. I knew they were going to do it. I knew they were going to fucking do it. Like, Archer, to me, should have won. Archer came in like a house of fucking fire. I don't think no one thought he was going to be as over as he was, but I knew he had it in him for watching him in New Japan for fucking 8 years. So, we started off. Cody tries to get in there. Archer beats the shit out of him, hits the blackout, his big finish for the win. Fucking Cody ends up kicking out, rolls out of there, and Archer's basically, it's his match. He's beating the crap out of him. Cody tries for a cutter, but Archer blasts him with a shoulder block, a pounce, sending him to the floor. Beats the crap out of him. Archer responds. He throws fucking Cody Rhodes over the guardrail to the floor. He's beating the crap out of him some more. This is basically, he's injuring the ribs of Cody. Cody ended up making a little bit of comeback. He ended up wrapping Archer around the ring post, trying to get a little bit of damage there, aiming at his ribs. Like I said, Cody is back to being on offense for a little bit, but then Archer just completely overwhelms him, beating the crap out of him, pushes him to the barricade, ends up hitting the cameraman somehow. Sends him to the guardrail, just beating the crap out of him. The whole time, he's just beating the shit out of him. Cody comes in, tries to hit a crossface using Archer's hair, but the referee tells him to break it. Cody looks at Jake the Snake, drops Archer with a DDT, and then for a near fall. Archer gets up, hits a spine buster in front of Arn Anderson for a near fall, so that was funny, how they did each other's moves. Each other's trainers or whatever the fuck, managers rules. Cody hits a big springboard cutter for a near fall. Archer kicked out at 1. We get the bionic elbow spot and all that stuff. He ends up hitting the schizophrenic or the final reckoning or the final cut, whatever the fuck Dustin's suplex neck breaker is called. Archer kicks out at 1 again. Best spot of the match is when Cody, he does the Sting yell, the woo, and he hits the fucking Stinger Splash. Archer catches him, no sells, hit 2 choke slams for a near fall. Arn Anderson tries to get involved. He sweeps Archer. Archer ends up crotching himself. They get both kicked out. Back inside, Cody fought out of the blackout, hits 2 crossroads for the win, and Cody Rhodes wins and beats Archer. Like I said, I'm just tired of Cody just, winning like this. I understand you want to put the title on someone big, someone with more of a name, but again, look at your world champion and look at your TNT champion. Former WWE superstars. The only talent that's not former WWE superstars, it's Kenny and Hangman. You know what I mean? And even then, they're not a fucking real tag team. So, like I said, I knew Cody was going to win. Cody got the incomplete title, and he actually kind of likes. He even said it was one of the coolest moments in his career. He said he might keep it like that. I hope he doesn't, because I saw the final designs of the title, and it's a gorgeous title. It looks kind of like the New Japan US title, but not as good. Like I said, Archer, everyone's just like, Archer's done here. Archer's not done. Like I said, there's still a lot more he can do. I wish he wouldn't have won cleanly. I wish Arn would have done some more shit. But I get it. Cody's the big, the big babyface, big star. What are you going to do? Chris Statlander versus Penelope Ford. This was supposed to be Dr. Britt Baker, but Dr. Britt Baker's legs got exploded by getting thrown Nyla Rose. This is a good match. This was a good match. Like I said, Ford showing very, very, very good athleticism. Hits a nice hurricanrana from the top rope. She looked for a cutter. Statlander cuts her, gets a big suplex, Big Bang Theory. Ford ends up losing, which I'm glad. Chris Statlander needs to get back up there. I need to see Chris Statlander versus Shita for the title probably next. This was good stuff. Like I said, Ford is looking like a star more and more and more every time she fights. Then this was the only bad thing on the show. We get the absolute burial of Shawn Spears. He comes out in a suit. He's shit talking, Dustin Rhodes, saying, "Come on, Dustin, I know you're retired, but let's have a match." Brandy comes out, and Dustin comes from behind. Dustin strips him down. He takes off his suit. His underwear has a picture of Tully Blanchard on it. Dustin beats the shit out of him. This man never got one move in. He strips him naked, like he said, almost. He exposes his ass. He starts smacking his ass. Oh, God. Beats him up some more. Hits the schizophrenic for the win. Why? What did Shawn Spears do, man, that everywhere he goes, he gets shedded on so hard? Like, oh my God. Like, I don't like using the buried word, but what else would you call it? This was a burial. You got embarrassed by Dustin Rhodes, and you got the shit beat out of you. Cody has beat you 700 times. You are the Rhodes family bitch at this point. Like I'm telling you, he will never reach the apex that he had when he was in NXT. And he was main eventing against Sanity and Eric Young in that steel cage match. And the crowd. Oh, God. Just go watch it. Perfection. No disqualification match for the AEW women's title. Hikaru Shita versus Nyla Rose. This match caught me off guard, man. This was a good match. I knew it was going to be a good match because, like I said, Nyla Rose is growing on me, and Shita is just fucking fantastic. Like, no one can say Shita sucks because Shita is legit the best women's wrestler in the fucking AEW roster. God, I would kill to see Shita and Asuka, or Shita and Kairi go at it these days, or Shita and Io. But this was a no disqualification match for the... Shita also came dressed as Tifa from Final Fantasy, so I'm like, she's got to win now. She double mama. Nyla Rose brings the weapon of choice, the kendo stick, and is using it on Shita. They go at it. Like I said, they did a lot in this match. Nyla ends up crashing down Shita through a poker table at ringside. Shita ended up fighting back with some strikes, drops her with a suplex, a clothesline sends her back to the floor. Shita ends up stunning Rose with a cross-body block and hits a running knee. She hits the running knee a lot in this match. She hit at least like 3 or 4 of them, but Nyla Rose kept fighting out of it. Shita sent Nyla Rose crashing into the giant poker chip. Like I said, I like that they keep using this giant poker chip. She followed with another running knee, sent Rose crashing into another poker chip. Shita pulled out a kendo stick and gives her back what she told her on AEW. She says, "I found my kendo stick, bitch," and then hits her in the head. Back inside, a brainbuster on the kendo stick and a running knee continued. Nope, Rose kicks out again. Puts Shita draped on the top rope. Hits the big knee from the top rope. I love that move. That should be her finish. It's so great. Nyla Rose sending Shita through a table, but Shita ended up fighting back out of it. Gets powerbombed through the table. Still managed to kick out the Beast Bomb. Death Valley Driver. Rose goes to the top rope. She goes to hit the senton. Shita recovered, threw the kendo stick at her, met the champion at the top rope. Deadlift Falcon's Arrow from the top rope. Another running knee. And she finally doesn't beat... Oh, no, my bad. She had my notes wrong. She kicked out of the last running knee. Shita gets the kendo stick, whacks her in the head as hard as she can, hits the final running knee for the win, and Shita wins the AEW Women's Champion. I am so happy. I have been saying Shita should have been the first women's champion. I love Riho, but come on, Shita should have won that title from the first. She should have been undefeated for like a year. Shita is the best women's anything they got in that company. And the no DQ actually really helped to this. I thought this was really, 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 really cool. Like, I thought the no DQ really, really helped this match out a lot. Next, we get Mr. fucking Brodie Lee versus John Moxley for the AEW World Champion. Now, I want someone to tell me, I like this match a lot. I feel like Brodie Lee proved himself that he can hang with these guys even more. I feel like, to me, he had a little bit to prove, and he proved it well. This was a brawl. This was a beatdown, man. These guys beat the shit out of each other. I like how Brodie also, the lightly salted one, also came out with the AEW Championship. So I want to know, when the hell did this become a no DQ match? Because apparently these guys turned it into a no DQ match. The guys fight it out right away. Big suplex on the floor by Brodie Lee. They go at it some more. Lee with a really nice pulp handle suplex onto the guardrail, old Tommy Dreamer style. I wish he would have put a kendo stick in between them. Moxley basically fucking got on there, got a teardrop suplex, hit a fucking Suzuki style pile driver for a near fall. Moxley moved the ring steps into position, got hit with a big gigantic drop kick in the midsection midair. That was really nice by Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee ended up getting backdropped through the timekeeper's table. His legs ended up hitting the guardrail. That was sick. Lee with a really nice release suplex, just tosses that man. Hits him with one of those beautiful big boots. They go to the stage where Moxley hit the freaking Death Rider through the ramp. They ended up breaking the ramp, Taz Bam Bam Bigelow style. Both men need medical attention. Moxley gets out the hole. Lee comes out the hole and he's busted open. You know, he bladed. He's bleeding all over the place. Moxley hits the Death Rider, but Lee kicks out at one, takes him out, hits another big kick. Moxley gets a rear naked choke in after he hits. I think he ended up hitting a couple Death Riders, and Lee is the second person to kick out the elevated Death Rider. He locks in a rear naked choke, gets the tap out. Well, not really tap out. Lee passed out, and this was a good match. I didn't like the finish. I don't like Moxley using the submission, because to me, I'd rather him use the Regal stretch. He could think of such better submission to use. But this was good stuff. This was definitely a really fantastic match. Better than any matches they had in WWE. Like I said, I kind of wanted Brodie Lee to win. I know it sounds funny, but I think he would have been cool and coming out, getting the heat. But now we get Brian Cage versus Moxley, because Brian Cage cashing in on Fyter Fest, which they still haven't said if Fyter Fest is free or not, because usually Fyter Fest is free. I'm hoping it is, man, because the only pay-per-view they promoted was All Out in September, so. Oh, man, time to try. I'm going to try to recap this match. The Stadium Stampede match. This was a pre-recorded match. No cinematic stuff here. It was just a super brawl. Wow, what a match. This is definitely on my matches of the year. I had so much fun watching this match. So it is the Elite, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Matt Hardy, and Hangman Page versus the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz, and Jake Hagar. The Inner Circle got introduced as basically a football team. They had jerseys and everything. The heels are embracing the gimmick. Like I said, their Page is not there still yet until he rides in with a horse later on. The fight continued. They're fighting it out. There's a ring in the middle of the field. They're hitting all their moves. Sammy Guevara is being chased by Adam Page by the fucking horse. He misses a shooting star press onto Hardy, and then he eats a twist of fate. Guevara hits a big dive, wiping out everybody. Mac Jackson delivers a really, really big moonsault on the goalpost, I think it's called, on Jericho for a near fall. The fight, everybody took their fights to different areas. This was fantastic. The fight spilled out to the stands with Hardy and Omega going up against Santana and Ortiz. This was the best part of it, was Santana and Ortiz versus Kenny and Matt. Hangman Page parked the horse, and then he went to the club to go get him a drink. The whole time, Hangman Page is looking for Sammy with the fucking horse. Hardy fought off Santana and Ortiz while Hagar and Page actually brawled in the bar. That was cool. How Hager came in, he sat down, and he's just like, we're here to drink or we're here to fight. The tag team champions shared a drink. They beat the crap out of Hagar by working together, Kenny and Hangman. Hangman pours out some milk for Kenny. He pours out some liquor for himself. They drink up. The champion delivers the Judas effect onto the Jaguars mascot. Meanwhile, Matt Jackson continued to beat the crap out of Sammy Guevara. Jericho challenged a near fall from referee Albie Edwards. They go into the replay booth. This was hilarious. The Young Bucks lay out Jericho on the table. Matt runs in. Basically, he runs to the top of the stand. He runs all the way down and hits a big splash. Page ends up using a line marker to mark a line on Chris Jericho after hitting the buckshot lariat off Kenny's back. Guevara is getting beat up by the sprinkler system. Hardy and Omega emerged off the golf cart. They chase Sammy Guevara again, trying to run him over. So, by the way, Sammy Guevara's stamina is amazing. Sammy Guevara runs away. There's a new Vanguard 1. It's now Neo 1, distracts them. Omega delivers the one-winged angel from the stands all the way down to the floor in a wooden thing. This was so over the top. I did not expect the Elite to win. I really was hoping the Inner Circle would win, but what a match. There's so much to go through. Santana and Ortiz, Ortiz not being able to swim and then finding out in a pool. They're drowning Matt Hardy. V1 comes out. Different versions of Matt Hardy comes out. He's like posing while being, fucking strangled in the water. Holy shit, what a match. This was fantastic. This was some good stuff. Like I said, the stuff with Matt, Santana, and Ortiz was probably the best stuff I've seen in a while. Like, I don't know. Like I said, AEW, these $50 pay-per-views, you pay what you get for. You always get a great show. Minus the Shawn Spears thing, this was a fantastic pay-per-view. I feel like they did a good job by everybody. Like I said, my only gripe was Cody winning the title, but I can see it from both ways. You want Cody to win the title, I get you. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know if MJF is going to be his next feud or the new ranking system for that. They're having a battle royal to determine Cody's first opponent for the title. Like I said, this should be interesting stuff. Like I said, Stadium Stampede was the best match of the night. Women's match was the second best match. Cody and Lance Archer was really good. Mr. Brodie Lee and Moxley had a better match than I thought they were going to. Jungle Boy and MJF had a pure, fantastic wrestling match. This is all just good stuff. Even Ford had a good showing for herself. This is all great, great stuff.